I just added it. There it is. Okay. Oh, is it going to move to stage? Did it move to stage for you guys? It did. Okay, interesting. Guess we're going to be a little glitchy today, aren't we? Okay, how cute are we? Hi, Sammy. How are you? So this is obviously handmade. These are wooden cow and bull charms on like a little charm bracelet. Like I said, we're starting with like 1950s, 60s little kids jewelry box vibes. Very, very darling. Sorry about the lighting. Like it is evening here. I usually do daytime sales, but there you can kind of see it. These carved wooden, it's two cows, two bulls. They're double-sided. Just a fun little kitschy thing. I've got this for $5 and it is running if anybody is interested in that. I literally bought a jewelry box. I've done this many times, let me tell you. But this one in particular, I bought a jewelry box that was filled with jewelry from the 1950s. And a lot of it was this like cute, kitschy little kid kind of stuff. It would fit an adult wrist, but you know what I mean. That kind of thing. Let's see. Let's do Norma now. Okay. If anyone has a Norma in their life, I think it'd be cute if you had like a grandma named Norma, and you wanted something that's like a little tribute to her, or put it next to a picture of someone named Norma. I had a great aunt Norma, but I don't even think I have any pictures of her. 3. This is a set of 3 kid bracelets from clearly probably the 50s or 60s, I'm going to say. And they're all engraved with Norma. So here's a little like aluminum cuff that says Norma. This is an ID bracelet. There's nothing on the other side, but on the front it says Norma, the little ID bracelet chain. And then this one is really cute. It's a kind of a rose gold. Let me see if I can really get the light just right. There you go. You can see the engraving right in the middle there. It says Norma right there. And this is a locket, little locket. And this one's a stretch bracelet. So you get all 3 of these, obviously, because they were all Normas. Isn't that sweet? So let me start the auction on this one. I don't know. Does anybody have anyone in their life named Norma? Does anybody have like a grandma or an aunt named Norma? My great aunt's name was Norma. It was my grandpa's sister. So that's that set. Thanks for looking at those. I'll do all the names. Let's do all the names while I'm on it. Okay, Nancy. Does anybody know a Nancy? Oh, I lost my place backstage here. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I put too many things in this catalog. There it is. So this is $4. I went overboard, you guys. So $4 for the pair. We've got a little empty charm bracelet. No charms on it, but it's a little silver tone charm bracelet. And then here's a Nancy friendship bracelet. It's an oldie. This is an oldie. You can tell by the rope, the way it was made. There's the little wooden stones. I mean, it looks very 70s. It's like macrame style. So I'll run both of those for $4 for the pair. We're just going through some of the fun little kitty stuff to start. But we'll get into some of the big boys here pretty soon. I don't usually have like just fun little, accessible to all type jewelry. Sometimes I have just like an entire show of stuff that's hundreds of dollars each. So it was fun for me to play with some of these just kitschy and fun pieces. Let me do this one. This is like a puka shell, kind of like the necklace, like a puka shell necklace, but it's a little bracelet. The color is not totally, you can kind of see it. It's a very, very pale pink. So I'll start the auction on that one. There's no like, obviously if there's any signatures or anything, I will show you, but there's the clasp on that one. In the description of all of my listings, you'll see the sizes. But if you want me to measure anything again, that was probably it. Okay, where were we? All right. This one's fun. This is an enamel, like hot pink. Where is it? Too many things in store. Okay. Super hot pink. Look at how bright that is. This is like giving 80s for sure. Hot pink, gold tone, hinged bangle. And it opens up like that so that you can get it on. It has the little safety chain on there. It didn't have any markings, and it does have a couple little tiny chips to the enamel. I think it's mostly just on that one side. Yes, just on that one side, but cute little hot pink bangle. I'll start the auction. That one's $4. Also, my shipping is $5 to start a package, and then 50 cents per item after that. So the more you buy, the more you save on shipping. And I do refund shipping overages. So with jewelry, I add that 50 cents per piece, but most of the time I don't need it. And I will refund anything over $1 that you pay over the actual price of the package. Oh, let's do Doris. I forgot about Doris. This is the sweetest, you guys. This like melted my heart. Let me show you these two little cuffs. So obviously these are children's size, not even close, right? But look, this one's for Doris. We've got engraved again. There's Doris. This one, are we going to be able to see it? It said, focus, pewter MJ on that one. So we've got a little pewter cuff for Doris. And then this one feels like aluminum. I believe somebody handmade this. And the reason I think that is because on the inside, look at this adorable inscription. To Doris, December 25th. Whoa, hi camera. 1954. Okay, December 25th, 1954. So it was a Christmas present from Aunt Maddie and Uncle Ralph. Isn't that adorable? It's super wonky, right? This is just like a kitschy little collectible deal at this point. You really, put it on a doll. Put it on a doll. It's like totally kid size. Isn't that so cute? I'll start the auction for those. $5. It's just, I don't know. I collect a lot of things that have names and inscriptions and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Lori. Something just turned off. I'm so happy that isn't that so sweet? I collect things that have like personalization like that. Lori, you're getting Doris. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. It's just darling, right? It tugs at your heart. And I also like when it has the date on it like that, because you're like, okay, that's definitely from the 50s or whatever it is. Oh, let's do this little darling back here before I forget about it. It's kind of hidden. It's one more little kid size. This one's nicer though. This is a little more of like actual jewelry. I have a little kid size in my own jewelry box that I was given as a child. I couldn't tell you who gave it to me. I have no idea. I remember having it my entire life. It's a little tiny kid size cuff, very similar to this with a little piece of turquoise in it, like this one. Native American kind of detailing. I tested this. It's not sterling, but it's very detailed. Again, I feel like this would be, do you guys like, if people collect dolls, right? Have you seen people that collect dolls and then dress the dolls up, like change the dolls' clothes with vintage doll clothes, but then also put kid jewelry on the dolls. Like think the dolls that are almost like American Girl size, if you know, like that size. I feel like this would be a good doll accessory. It's $5. I'll start the auction. I do believe it's a real stone in there. It's a turquoise color with some red little specks. It's cold to the touch. I don't know if it's real turquoise or if it's like a dyed howlite or something, but it's nice looking. It's nice looking, whatever it is. And it's got a lot of good detail to it. All right, thanks for looking at that. So I think that's all of our kid size, cutesy little things. Let's just do something really wild and fun since we're already almost halfway through with our show. I knew this would happen. I mean, I put like 30 something things in here. There's no way I was going to get through them all. There's no delusion of me getting through it. Okay, here is a designer piece. I have two of them. You can see the other one sitting down there. These are wild, right? So that's what I will put Doris Bracelet on. American Girl doll. Oh, you can name her Doris. That's so sweet. I love it. These are wild. They're made to look like coral. It's a clamper bracelet. I'll put it on so you can see the full effect of it grabbing my hand. I feel like it's good for Halloween. It looks like, I don't know, fingers or something grabbing at your arm. It is Angela Caputi, and then some word that starts with a G from Italy. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. Hey, Angela. Here's the little tie. It has the little bag. This tie looped into this bag and came out, but we can read the full name that way. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yeah, this is a designer piece. Apparently they're pretty collectible and they go for a good amount of money. It's in good condition. It's got a nice spring to it still. I'm gonna go ahead and start the auction while I talk about it. It's got like little specks of almost like glitter in there. It's not totally showing up well in the dark light. But yeah, it's Angela. Angela, are you secretly an Italian jewelry designer? So that's that one. And then we also have a gold one. These are acrylic, by the way, or like a lucite kind of. I wrote it in the description and I'm not remembering, but here's the gold one. I'll go ahead and start the auction on that one. They are pricey. It's $165 is what I'm running them at. But her stuff goes for in the $200, $300, $400s of dollars, which is really wild. Look at that one. And then this one has the original little bag that it came with too, and the strings are still in there. So, God, I feel like that would be good for like Halloween. All right, let me put these. I'll just leave them out like that for now. Okay. Let's what do I want to do? Let's just do some bangles. I wish. Where are we? These are darker metal, not silver. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Hold on. Gotta get myself right. These are the lighter ones. So this is a set of 5 bangles. Just a fun little accessory. They're well made though. They're not sterling or anything, but they're kind of a little bit nicer. They've got a little bit of detail to them. And you get 5 and they make a good sound when you're clinking them on your wrist. I'll start the auction for those. I'm running them at $12. You get the whole set of 5. I feel like I'm talking really fast. I need water. I've been coming off of a case of laryngitis, so my voice just feels super scratchy. I've been talking too much. I need to just whisper. And then here's just a nice little simple silver tone bangle. Just going to run through these really quickly. This one's $6. It's running. It's got a nice detail to it, the sort of diamond cut pattern in there. It's not marked anything. The measurement's in the description, but I can get it on my wrist. I'm not going to because I'm afraid I'm going to get it off. I'm not going to be able to get it off, but it'll fit on my wrist. So it's a forgiving size. And then we'll do this one. This one's sparkly and blingy. If I can find it. Where are you? There you are. So this has some, it's like a darker metal color, and it is hinged. Which way does it open? Oh, here. There we go. So it is hinged, so you can actually like get it on your wrist easier. And it has lots of pretty little, ooh, they've got some good color reflectivity there. So the little rainbow of colors. So that's a nice piece. That's $10. I'm running that one. It's not marked anything, but some nice little rhinestones in there. I say rhinestones, but I guess I don't totally know what they are. They're not diamonds, I know that. Little faux diamonds. Really pretty little bracelet. And then this one is the one I was going to run before. This is a set, again, of the kind of darker metal, not really silver tone, more of like a gunmetal gray. There we go. A set of 4, $10, starting the auction on those. Again, it's just like a nice set of bangles with a little bit more detail to them, a little bit better made, better quality than just like a plasticky one, you know, a little bit nicer. Set of 4. Yes, the other set was a set of 5 with the lighter color. Okay. We are getting through these. And then would love it if I knew where anything was in this store. Sorry, I just like went silent there for a second. I can't talk and think at the same time, you guys. Don't you know that? This is another nice little pair. I think they're just really cute. Little bangles, twisted rope style. Again, not sterling or anything like that. I did test them just in case. This one's a little bit kind of a bigger, it's also slightly bigger size too, as you can kind of see. One's a little bit bigger than the other. One has like a tighter twisted rope than the other. So I'll start the auction on those. $4 for those. This bigger one goes on pretty easily for me. The smaller one might be a little bit tight. I do have the measurements in the descriptions too. I also take pictures of everything like on a ruler in case that helps anyone. Okay, this is another very vintage from an old jewelry box pair. I just sort of paired them together because they were both gold tone. One's a bangle. One is like an unstamped, an unengraved little tiny ID bracelet or like a little name bracelet. The gold tone plating has started like fading off of this one. So it is gold tone-ish, but it's almost a little bit silver tone now because it's so old. But it's very dainty. Look at that dainty little chain. There's the clasp on it. And then the gold tone bangle has the little sort of diamond cut detail to it. So I'll start the auction, $4 for the pair of those. Again, just very 50s, 60s, older little sweet pieces. You could definitely take that to go get a name engraved on it too, if you wanted to. Cute little thing there. And then I'll do these because it's next up here. And then we'll get into some of the other pretties. This one's funny. So these are just 2 like stretch bracelets, but look at what this one says. QVC Queen. I feel like maybe there's stuff on the back there. I don't think I ever even looked at the back of that one. Okay, so that's marked. I feel like these little links, like you could buy different links or something and like make your own bracelet. Does that say love to shop? This says love to shop. So it's like a QVC bracelet. And then this one is silver tone with little gold tone stars. Oh, I never found it in the catalog. Okay, there it is. So that one's $6 for the pair. This one, I don't think said anything on the inside. No, but this one definitely says something. Manuel Z. No idea. No idea. Little QVC. Aren't those the old Italian charm bracelets? This type? I don't know. I have no idea. And then last on this little thing from the 80s. Yeah, it definitely, I agree with like 80s vibes on that one. This one is like an acrylic sort of marble effect, black and white, almost like smoky swirls of black and white acrylic, little gold tone pieces on the end. It has a little bit of flex to it to get it onto your wrist. It's not super stiff. That one's $4. I'll start the auction on that one. Can we focus, please, camera? Thank you very much. And then for the last 8 minutes, we're going to show some really, really pretties. I'm going to save the sterling to the end because I know I'm going to run out of time. And I am going to be in the sterling silver train. I think it's next week. So I'll just bring those to that unless anybody just desperately wants me to run one of them, right now, then of course I will. But so take a look at the catalog. Look at that. Look at the fire on those. Does anybody know what these are? Like what kind of, like what it's supposed to be? I mean, it's kind of like a opal, like a lab opal kind of look to it, but I don't know if that's what it's totally meant to be. This is a stretch bracelet. It's got a little bit of stretch to it and then some clear rhinestones. It's a sort of a brass tone. Yeah, you can see the elastic in there. I feel like we're getting close to needing to be restrung with the elastic on that. So I didn't price it super high because, old elastic, it's only going to last so long. But if you know how, and it's still fine, but I'm afraid like if I tug on it too much, it will snap. But you could certainly restring it. So I have it at $8 and it's running now. But look at how beautiful that is. So this, as far as the beads go, this chunk right here is one piece. And then you've got some little brass beads in between. And then there's another piece. So it wouldn't be really hard to restring it if you wanted to redo that. Isn't that pretty? I love that one. And then another kind of 50s, 60s, probably 60s bracelet. This one, these ABs on this. Look at the sparkle on that one. These are beautiful rhinestones. Move that one to stage. I only have 5 minutes left. My gosh, half an hour goes so quick. These were from my own collection, these last two, because I just like the 1960s kind of rhinestone stuff. This is also $8. I'll start the auction on that one. This has the little safety chain too. So it was just like a little nicer costume jewelry piece. The clasp opens really nicely. And it's hard to put it back together on camera because I am looking at myself. This one, go ahead and run this one. This one is a Sarah Coventry. This one's $14. I'm just going to start it. If it runs out of time and you haven't bid and you want to, just tell me and I'll rerun it. This one also has the safety chain. I just don't have it attached right now. And it's marked. There's the Sarah Cove on the back. And it's just these bright, like jelly bean looking cabochons. I feel like this would be so cute for Easter. Wouldn't that just be adorable? Because they look like yummy spring jelly beans. I think they're adorable. Ooh. Let's do these two up here, and then maybe we'll be out of time, but that's okay. Okay, this one's Napier. These are gold tone. It's for the pair. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run these. $8 for the pair. This one is just an unmarked, sort of simple little gold bracelet, and then this one is the Napier. There's the mark right there, and it's faux pearls with sort of this twisted gold tone roping all the way around it. Really, really cute. Cute little pair for that one. And then has anybody ever heard of these before? I have not. And so when I was doing research on this, I'm like, this has to be something, right? Because I'd never seen like a little acrylic ball with something in there. So that's a little mustard seed inside. Do you see that? And I guess this is a religious kind of thing. You've seen one before. So they called it an amulet of faith, a little mustard seed charm. And I'm sure there's some sort of prayer or saying or something that goes along with that, but I just didn't dive that deep into it yet. And then it's got a nice big chunky, like this is a very chunky, cute bracelet. So I'll start the auction on that one. Some of these go for hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, I don't understand really, but okay. This one's a little scuffed up, as you can see. So I just put it at 18 if anyone's interested. It's a biblical scripture regarding the mustard seed. Yeah, I thought it was something like that. There was something that went along with the mustard seed to make it like a nice little amulet. And we got 2 minutes left. Let me show the gold. I also have, I'll bring these to another show eventually. So these are all African trade beads, bordering on antique, except for this one right here. Turn of the century glass African trade beads. I will bring those to a different show. I don't know when, but I will eventually because they're quite special. This is my gold. This is 14 karat gold and a pink sapphire, which I will show you in if I can get it around to my hand here. Oop, teeny tiny, cute, cute little pink sapphire. I don't know how close can we get and focus. Do you see the 14K on the back of the pendant? And then it's also on the clasp. It's marked Italy. There's the Italy. You get to see up close and personal of my nails too. I'm so sorry. And then it's marked JW on that side. Then on the other side of the Italy, whoop, 14K again. Dainty, dainty, beautiful little thing. I'm going to start the auction. I have it at $149. It is gold, and it is a very, very pretty oval sort of pink sapphire. Very lovely, sweet thing. I got 1 minute left, so I'll show the last of the designer pieces. If I can get to them quick enough. All right, so these are Alexis Bitar question mark. I don't know really how to say it. Here's, ooh, can we get the light on there? Too much light. There it is. There's the mark. Alexis Bitar. These are a lucite clamper. And see how they've got this optic effect? So they're kind of clear from the side, and then you turn them, and then the color is really bright. These are a designer thing. So I've got them at $125 for the pair. I've seen them sell on eBay for about that much each. So kind of a neat thing. It's definitely worth looking up that designer and the Angela, what was the other one? Caputi. Look up those designers if you have a chance, because it's some very wild and interesting stuff, let me tell you. All right, thanks guys for being at my sale. These sterling pieces I will bring to the sterling silver sale next week. Play rerun the child Silvertone. You got it. You got it. Let me get there. And then we will raid. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. That's not the one. There it is. There it is. All right. This is running. Child size Silvertone, Native American, with the beautiful carving and the little turquoise cabochon. Hey, yeah, I am Maggie is winning. Thank you so much for your bid. I appreciate it. And that's coming to you. All right, guys, we're going to raid. Move on to our next seller. We're going to go see JC of the Jade Peacock. Thanks so much for being here. Bye, everyone.